Welcome back.
Ooh, I almost ate it.
Welcome back to the 87th episode of the Premium Advantage, baby. Today, live, Friday, August 30th. Is it August 30th already?
I think so.
August 30th already. Man, time goes by so quick. 8 months. Now we're going to go to the 9th month, September, 1 month at a time.
Yes, sir.
Special mentions, thepremiumadvantage.com. Are you ready to get your taxes done? Are you ready to get your taxes done? October's coming up. Don't forget, there's a second deadline.
I like how you did that. Because you take this down.
I mean, are you ready?
Well, when you put the octave at the end of it, maybe you can
to give it a pitch, baby. To give it a pitch.
That's good. That's good.
Trust in the professionals. Go to the Premium Advantage, set up a complimentary appointment. Our host today, myself, Roberto. You can look for me at Premium HTX and all social media. Our co-host, Mr. Jacinto.
Hello to everyone in podcast land.
Jacinto.com.
Check
But
it
you
out.
got some gear.
Oh, yeah.
Today, a special episode that creates a little bit of a connection, because that's what we're looking for, is create the solutions, create the information that creates the solutions for streamlining. We'll see how it develops, but for today, a special episode regarding sports. Sports is an international industry, baby.
Sports. Sorry.
And it's growing. It's growing across the board on every industry in every country.
Internationally, man. You know, they just had a NFL football game in Ireland.
Oh,
no, excuse me, not NFL, excuse me, college football game.
Wow.
Florida State versus Georgia Tech.
I went to a baseball game in Mexico over the Astros when I did a game. So, I mean, it was a fun adventure.
Dude, but American football in Ireland is a little bit mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Because we thought they only liked soccer or football, right? Football. Like they invented or they invented golf in Ireland, you know, like we never thought, but it was packed.
Yeah.
They had the ESPN game day people there where they get there early and they do a whole show. The whole thing was
markets are expanding.
Dude, this is crazy. It's awesome. You know, NBA is all over United. They had to fight for the Olympic medal this year because there's so many NBA players from international now. So yeah, it's amazing, man.
Markets are expanding, and as they expand, our impression is that the tax methods and the tax rates, right, that support these industries, like they're gonna vary as they grow. What is that? Vary.
Still going up.
Still, yeah. But like in that, because that kind of it makes sense that for that trend to happen. If the market is growing, there's other taxation situations, other situations that come up that tax is involved with as people make more money, either as a sports player or as a like if you gamble or you're one of the team owners, and you know all of those situations. It's growing.
Like athletes in Massachusetts. You know about this?
Massachusetts,
there's something called a millionaire tax. I don't know if there's in other states that have it because I just heard about this, but it's called a millionaire tax. When you get a certain amount of money, you automatically have to pay a certain amount of taxes on top of it. So NFL players are a perfect example of rookies coming into the league and getting these enormous checks. And as soon as they get a certain number, they're automatically. So what they're doing is they're trying to either move to the
999,000.99
somewhere around there
for my 12 months, please.
You know, and that way they can fight it. So
for my and the next month, roll that penny over to next year. Roll it over to next year. 900. Start over with a penny January 1st. Boom.
Unravel it.
998,000, and then roll over those.
98,000. So. Yeah, man. So that's why a lot of athletes live in Texas or Florida or Arizona. I know that a lot of celebrities live in these places.
State taxes,
because no state taxes, man. So it also affects the states surrounding like the areas, right? So like for instance, Massachusetts, a lot of those people are the professional athletes are living on the outskirts, which is affecting the property values of those places.
Yeah, it's all connected. Same taxes, property values, are related to your taxes. So, here in Texas, there's a relation between property values and taxes. Not so much on income taxes because Texas doesn't have an income tax. So here we go. Streamlining
Texas, baby.
I know, right? So the event hosted by Mr. Jacinto, let's call it Sports Cinto. This is the Sports Cinto section.
I just made up that song for my Sports Cinto segment. Sponsored by Jacinto. Check it out. First of all, I got to give a shout out to the BBC. For my gear right here, this is the old school. This is an old school T-shirt. Speaking of Texas, this is the Texas symbol with the hip hop twist to it.
Oh, I see.
So shout out to the BBC. Unfortunately, so BBC created that. There's a guy named Craig, my friend Craig, created that name BBC a long time before the current. You know what BBC stands for now?
Nope.
It's a look at. Google it. It's Big Black.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, my friend Craig, it's pretty funny because he invented it anyway. So shout out to Craig. So Sportcinto brought to you by Cinto.com. Sorry about that. I got sidetracked. So first thing,
what we got?
Dude, Astros
updates.
Astros update. So the Astros were up 4.5 games.
Mm-hmm.
The Astros are obviously consistently fighting. We got killed by the Phillies, and then we came back and killed them. So it's one of those things where the Astros are right in line where we're supposed to be. So we're going to be going to the playoffs, hopefully going to the World Series again. This will be the 8th year in a row.
8th year in a row
of going to the playoffs, which is super significant because that affects the players. They're playing longer than all the other teams.
There's times in the year whenever you come back and you see the odds, whatever that you mentioned, is like, oh, the odds are 1,000 to 1 that the Astros are going to win. Wait, did we already pass that little date with regards to 1,000 to 1 odds for those bets?
Oh yeah, it's way past that. But that's why if you would have watched our episodes
every year, they have these crazy bets.
Yeah, absolutely. I put money on those crazy bets every year. So if you would have watched our episode earlier this year, I told you to bet on the Astros to win particular games. Anyways, that's a whole different story altogether.
There's no guarantees, by the way.
No guarantees. Zero guarantees.
On every episode, we mentioned with testing with regards to information that we have. You're testing the waters. Money is infinite, but don't infinite it if you don't have infinite. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Let me say.
Pay your bills.
We're learning.
So the Astros we're consistent. We're excited for it this year. Texans, man, our the first game is next week. NFL is afraid of the Texans right now. Everybody is watching every film that they possibly can.
So the Texans say, hold on, you have to elaborate more. New coach, new quarterback.
We have the same quarterback and coach from last year, but
but they're relatively new.
It's
the first time.
Yes, last year was their rookie season. This is their second year, but there's that that second year itis, or I don't know what you want to call it. It's harder your second year because nobody expected you your first year. So you're coming out of left field and you're just making all these amazing things happen. So people don't expect you, and we got to the playoffs and all that.
Yeah, but this year, they talked about you.
They're gunning for us. Yeah. They're going to be looking at film to constantly break down C.J. Stroud, the quarterback who had the greatest NFL rookie season ever. So now he's coming into his second year. There's a lot more pressure, but he's got brand new receivers.
You got to change up the moves.
Yeah,
you got to change up the moves. Can't do the same dance.
That's the only way you can
do the same. How are you going to do the same dance?
Exactly.
Everybody
so that's why D'Amico Ryan's our coach. We're excited. He's going to be, he's going to be flipping the script on everything. We got new players. So sky's the limit for us this year, man. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be interesting though, because we still have no respect from the rest of the league, because all of our games
are a lot of our games are situations. Are those coming up? Are you checking those by any chance?
Oh yeah, I already did that. You can put money on the Texans to win the Super Bowl. I don't know what the odds are now.
I would say probably potentially at least go to the playoffs.
Yeah,
is what they're looking like.
Oh yeah, the odds for us going to the playoffs are super high. The odds of us winning the Super Bowl, I think we're like maybe 6th or 7th or something like that, which is still very high compared to last year.
It's reasonable to at this point because there's freshness that you can. I don't want to say expect, but you can go, okay, well, it's more probable now than before. One, because it has not happened, right?
Yes.
Because it has not happened.
Yes.
So then now there's variations, which now it could happen, right?
Absolutely.
So you have to make risk and reward, and we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Absolutely.
Those little niches in the sports. It hasn't happened yet. Oh, there's new situations. So if you don't watch sports and you go, it's not interesting. Well, have you watched it this year?
Yeah. What have you done for me lately? All right. So next, Rockets update. So Rockets, oh man, we're already destroying in the preseason. I got all our super good kids off to the side working out. It's serious this year. I'm so serious. We're gonna make it to the playoffs this year, and we're gonna make some noise. I don't know how far we can go, but we got some kids who are fearless, man. So Rockets also. So this is going to be one of the first times in a long time that all 3 major sport teams are going to be really good.
Okay.
Or good.
Oh, how intriguing. That's interesting because that grows the Houston economy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The economies across.
Exactly.
Right?
So
sports growing, everything grows. So you have to think about how is this going to affect my taxes. Go to thepremiumadvantage.com.
Set your appointment up. All right. So that is your Houston sports update. All right, along the realm of sports, there's something interesting. So there's a tennis player, last name Sinner, which is ironic because he sins.
Sinner sins and wins.
He was sinning and winning.
Because
what he did is, so he's juicing up on the.
Oh, really?
Juicing up.
Does this have to do?
in getting ready for his sporting
How
event.
do you know where he was juicing?
That's the best places to juice, right here and right here.
Okay, you know he picked the best.
I played college football, and I knew some guys who did steroids, and they offered it to me, and I was always like, heck no, man. That means my penis won't work. Why would I want to do that drug? It makes no sense. So anyway, yeah, that's what they do it. But so this guy, he is a tennis player that was high on steroids, went out there and just breaking the ball.
Was this on the not an Olympic situation?
I don't know if he was. No, this is not the Olympics.
Okay, got it. We're past the Olympics.
No, this is after that. So he's destroying the ball. He's killing it, and he failed his drug test. Now, in tennis, I didn't know this. I had to look this up. In tennis, if you fail your first drug test, any drug test, you're automatically banned for 2 years.
Wow.
Then they have to investigate. You have to go back, and there's multiple things that go along with that. So this guy Sinner failed not 1 but 2 drug tests.
Wow, after the 2-year situation?
For this, no.
Oh, okay.
His lawyers, he had some sort of money situations. This is the whole point of the story, somehow, some way, he's the only player who did not have that ban or suspension.
Oh, really?
So he somehow slid under. I know it's like greasing palms or somebody in there got the juice for him to get back.
Everybody wants some of the juice.
So Djokovic, I forgot the other guy's name. There's a few other players who are now up in arms because this guy, why did this guy? Those other guys got their ban. Yeah. This guy didn't.
Yeah.
So there's something fishy going on in the world of tennis, and it's upsetting because you got NFL and MLB, all these other professional sporting events. Yeah. Tennis likes to talk trash and say we have the best doping system, even better than the Olympics, and now they're doing this. So it's a bit frustrating when it comes to tennis.
Well, thank you very much for updating us. And, it's one of those things we got to keep an eye on. And if the player still develops, I would assume there's going to be more regimental testing and things of that nature, like a probationary period that is more ahead so that he doesn't have to lose 2 years. I'm just thinking this is the only, seems plausible that this is what they're going to do.
They're professional athletes. Professional athletes know what they're putting into their body. They have to. And it just makes no sense. So,
all right. Well, thank you very much. And then his name is what? Mr. Sinner.
Mr. Sinner. I forgot his first name.
Sounds like a bad guy from a comic. But he's a bad guy from Tennis Club right now.
He is.
Mr. Sinner's in the house.
That's a good name. All right. And then the last thing for sports update or Sportsito update is the NFL. So the Chargers, the San Diego Chargers, it's so hard to say that. LA, excuse me. I still messed that up. We're stuck in an elevator for 2 hours. And these are usually humongous men stuck in there. Can you imagine being cramped like this for 2 hours in an elevator? And I don't know about y'all, man, but that is one of my fears, dude, being stuck in an elevator and with giant men like this. Now, that's one part of the story. Obviously, that's scary and horrible and stinky already. I can smell that.
I perceive there's a lot of lessons on that story. I perceive there's a lot of lessons on the story. Because it's jam-packed in the 12 adults, right?
Huge adults.
So the
large men.
Yes. We talked about whether or not to discuss it. And one of the things that I figured seems reasonable to include is the risk-reward decision-making. Risk-reward decision-making, which is a little bit has to do with insurance, which is always talking about saving time and money. So there's limitations typically to elevators. You know what I'm saying? So it's were the limits reached? Was there some kind of confusion about the nature of the weight? Was the decision made understanding and knowing that we're going to be over the weight scenario, that the elevator here has a typical warning on? Was there no warning system there? Education is one of the factors that we always discuss.
From what I understand, it was a malfunction in the elevator, from what I understand.
We'll see. I mean, I'm pretty sure the elevator people are going to be like, it was a malfunction on the elevator.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
But part of that story, aside from that, the interesting part is that the quarterback was one of the people in there.
Oh, okay.
And he walked out of there a little bit wet on his head, they said.
Yeah.
But his shirt was dry.
Really?
And when they talked to the other players in there, they said that he was a true leader.
Really?
In that situation. Because he's the quarterback of the team. Okay. He's supposed to be the leader of the team. And that he did not hesitate. He immediately went into leader mode and had them all calm and had them all precise and had them ready and was not sweating.
Oh, okay. No kidding.
Can you imagine that, dude?
No kidding.
Being in that situation?
Maybe he set them up.
I would be drenched,
He set them up. He set them up.
And this is
it's like, okay. No, let's all get in here.
Dude.
Come on. No. Everybody.
That's what the coach said. The coach, Jim Harbaugh, who just came back from Michigan, back to the NFL, they're interviewing him about this. And he's like, he said he wished that he was in there.
Oh, really?
And they're like, what? Like, he said, I'm a little bit jealous that he was in there, but he's like, I'm glad that he was in there. And I guarantee that these 12 men have a bonding experience beyond
put everybody in an elevator.
Wow, dude. Now he's 12, just like, 12. Okay, so if the Chargers, these 12 guys go out there in the NFL and just go start wrecking shop this year, dude, they're going to stick everybody in the elevator next year.
Testing model. Hey, random testing model. Random testing model.
Dude, that just blows my mind, dude.
Oh, my God. How did they do last year?
They were okay. They didn't. I forgot if they make it to the playoffs or not.
Okay.
But they were good. That's a good question.
It'll be intriguing. It'll be intriguing. Hey, just keep 12 guys in a condensed state. Make them think they may or may not get out of there. Let's see how that develops.
You know, someone was thinking, how do we get out of this? Because they're all athletic as heck, right?
Yeah, you can't be pushing your way out.
Well, I always, when I get in an elevator, I always think like Die Hard situations. Oh, I was just like,
I always look. There's nothing there. There's always just a
well, there's a panel sometimes.
Sometimes you're right. Sometimes.
But if it's a fancy elevator, it's like covered.
Yeah.
And I've always thought like, okay, I'm gonna pull this panel back. I'm gonna like, yeah, man. I often think about that, y'all. So that story.
There's a button. There's a button. You just push it. It rings the bell.
But you don't know how long you're gonna be in there. And I immediately I start thinking like, dude, what if I get hungry? I'm thinking who I'm gonna eat first, right? You know, like when we're in the elevator, I'm always like, all right, like, who am I gonna eat?
You go from healthy to carnivore real quickly. Like the doors close.
It's only been like
everything else.
I can only imagine when the doors close. I'm be like, all right, look, this is our new society. I'm in charge. We're all gonna eat him, right? Okay.
The one least to resist. You look small as the weekend. Like going down first.
It's been 10 seconds. Yeah, I know, but we don't know how long we're gonna be in here.
I don't want to go hungry.
And those are some big guys.
Risk reward in an elevator because it happens to everyone. Another thing in an elevator, by the way. Be mindful. Sometimes people will stick the hand out into the elevator, thinking that it's gonna that the sensor will.
To catch it?
Yeah. No. Push the button. You can push the button instead of sticking your hand here. People have sometimes the elevator will catch and not measure you, and it's a terrible situation for you to be in. So I would just say, don't use your body as the mechanism on those doors.
Oh, my biggest. The button,
and if you miss it. Oh, you miss it.
Well, use your foot, no?
Back around. No.
Use your foot. Well, yeah, because the rubber, it'll hit the rubber.
Do whatever it is that you like, but there is a button, and I'm letting you know. I'm just saying.
Use the button is what you're saying.
Push the button, and if you miss it, you miss it.
Or my greatest nightmare of all. My greatest nightmare of all is a dog getting the leash caught.
Yeah,
you know,
I've heard of this.
I've seen a video.
Oh, really?
There's a video. There's multiple videos online, and it closes, and the dog is.
Oh no!
And then they clip it real quick and catch the dog before it gets pulled up and
crazy.
Yeah, dude. Oh my
God. Safety from the premium advantage, a little bit of safety. Just push the button, step back, and hopefully the doors are open. Don't use your body as the mechanism because that's.
I swear my heart rate got elevated even talking about that right now. Wow.
Risk reward scenarios. This is all in situations with insurance because if there was a situation with the elevator or somebody got hurt, insurance has to pay. That goes up. Now you got to pay for the elevator.
Ooh, wow.
Go to the website, premiumadvantage.com. You got questions about insurance.
Love it, man. That was awesome.
What else we got? Following events? Okay, what else? Do we have any more updates on sports? We're pretty thorough.
No, that's about it.
All right, cool. Let's keep moving. Following up events, we got special guest next week. We're supposed to have her today, but, things happen, things shift, and you got to go with it. So, next week, Cayuna Hall. Miss K Fresh, an artist in our community in Houston, Texas. Don't forget, that's where we record.
I'm excited to show her some of her artwork, man. She's really talented, so we're excited.
Art, it's a big part of everybody of society and things like that of that nature. So it's reasonable to meet folks that are involved so that we can get fresh information, see what's happening in the art.
We have amazing artists in Houston too. Haven't you just driven through downtown for a little while? Just look around the art. Nice. It's amazing.
It's cool. Don't forget, every Monday, except in this Monday, Labor Day, but every Monday after that, unless it's a holiday, business to business, you want to open up your own tax preparation, you want to hear about the affiliates program, we have a meeting once a week, so keep it in mind if you have some questions about that. We're scheduling an episode here on the Ion every Friday, 12 p.m. You can register on the website, you can register on the channel. Don't forget, there's also a monthly raffle scenario. We do a monthly raffle. Soon to come, phone call raffle. Call in for the raffle. Call in number 10. Soon to come. The technology is evolving.
Oh my God, that's gonna be scary.
Keep it in mind. If you want to be in the audience or you want to be a guest, register for the show. We can sponsor you. You can sponsor your business if that's what you're looking for, because we are looking for sponsors.
I think most comedians don't wake up till like 1 or 2 o'clock, so they'll sleep in and miss it. Because if they call in, we're gonna get a lot of F-bombs. I'm scared of that.
Is that right? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We're scheduled to have an event in September. We'll keep you posted on the exact date here at the Ion. Invite all the tax preparers in the area to see what information is out there that we can help them with. That's what we have for the presentation today.
I got something special.
Ooh, something special. Wow, you had to wait to the end. You couldn't say it for the.
No, I got it. This is special. So he doesn't even know about this, y'all.
Special.
Look at his face and his reaction. He doesn't even know about this.
What you got for me?
So I just got the email, literally as I was walking in here, that you are looking at the host of the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Foundation Run Walk event.
What?
So I'm going to be hosting it. It's at Minute Maid Park.
Wow.
Where the Houston Astros play.
Wow.
Dude.
Look at you. Wow.
Look
at you. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
wow.
super cool.
I'm excited to hear this.
I literally just found out. So so it's cool because it's fitness, because I'm going to be doing like a warm up for everybody before they do the walk warm.
Yeah.
The run walk, excuse me. I'm going to be hosting on the microphone, telling people what to do.
They give you a mic? Wow. Everybody's giving you a mic now.
I know, right?
Everybody's giving
you
a mic.
Yeah, man. So that's on September 14th. So if you want to volunteer or if you want to participate in the run walk situation.
What day is it on?
That's a Saturday.
Saturday, September. Okay. I'll keep it in mind. And we'll add it to the events, and we'll keep missing it.
Yep. Run walks. It could be at Minute Maid Park. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if there's any sort of Astros affiliation with that as far, because I looked it up because I was like, yo, I'm just going to hide in the restroom afterwards and go watch the game that night. But they're out of town.
Okay.
So there's no Astros thing that night. I think that's probably why they're having the event that day. So.